Hey, welcome back. Many people believe that martial arts exists only for fighting. But the truth is, fighting is the lowest level of martial arts. The highest level is not about defeating others, it's about mastering yourself. Today, I will share how true martial arts transcends combat and why the greatest masters rarely need to fight. Because there's nothing to prove, right? So I think there's a lot of misunderstanding in the martial art world. In today's world, social media glorifies combat. We see cage fights, tournaments, and street challenges. So many viewers mistake violence for mastery, but that is only the surface. Fighting is like the first step on a long journey. It tests your body, but it does not yet train your spirit. A true martial artist does not train to hurt. If you're a martial artist, you train to understand. The purpose of martial art is not to win over an opponent, it is to conquer your inner chaos. I remember Bruce Lee once said, the highest technique is to have no technique. What he meant was that when your mind is free from fear, ego, and anger, you no longer need to fight. You're free. There's nothing to prove, you see? So, as I always say, martial art training and fighting training are completely different worlds. So, what is the purpose of training? When we first train, we are eager to prove ourselves. We want power, speed, and victory. And as the years pass by, the ego fades and wisdom replaces pride. We begin to realize that training is a mirror. Every punch reveals our impatience. Every block shows our reaction. Every stunt teaches us balance, but only in the body, but also in life. You see? The movement of Wing Chun, for example, are not created for aggression. They're designed for efficiency, calmness, and structure. When you truly understand Wing Chun, you realize that your opponent's attack is not an enemy. It is an opportunity to test your own control. So to fight without anger is already mastery. To stop the fight before it begins, wow, that is enlightenment. I'm sure most of you watched the movie Enter the Dragon. What's your style? The art of fighting without fighting. That's how Bruce Lee replied, right? So every martial artist must face three invisible enemies: fear, ego, and doubt. These are the real battles. They do not happen in the ring. They happen in your mind every day. Fear limits your potential. Ego blinds all your wisdom. And your doubt weakens your will. So what are you doing training martial art for? It's a lifelong journey, right? The purpose of martial art is to defeat these inner enemies, not just the person in front of you. When you defeat yourself, no one outside can defeat you again. So a calm master, a calm martial artist is not calm because he has never fought. He's calm because he has already won the battle within. But in the West, everything has to be shown, right? If you're a master, you have to beat me up. If you don't beat me up, I won't train with you. This is the mindset in the West, right? The powerful wisdom. So traditional masters understood this secret. They trained for decades, not just to fight, but to discipline the body, refine one mind, and strengthen the spirit. That's why the word martial is always followed by art. It means refinement, balance, and of course, it's beauty. So when fighting becomes an art, violence disappears. What remains is grace under pressure, focus under stress, and peace within the chaos. I think a true martial artist uses his strength to protect, not to prove. He wins not by striking, but by understanding. He changes the enemy of conflict into the enemy of peace and harmony. So I think the modern world, sadly, much of this modern world has forgotten this. Many people confuse martial arts with combat sports. But combat sports are games with rules. Martial arts are a system of life discipline without time limits or referees. The street, the workplace, the family, these are your real arenas. Can you remain calm when insulted? Can you maintain balance when life strikes you unexpectedly? Can you show compassion when you have the power to hurt? You see? Will you hit somebody on the floor when you knock him on the floor? Will you keep hitting him on the floor? I've seen a lot of people do that. It's very, disgraceful. This is true martial arts in action. So when you practice and your energy is mature, your attitude changes. You begin to radiate quite confident. You no longer need to prove anything. I've been doing this for 50 years, 60 years, in fact. I've got nothing to prove. So fighting becomes unnecessary because people can feel your strength without you moving a muscle. This is the energy of true martial virtue. We call it the highest level is Wu Wei, the state of effortless action. Your movements are natural, your responses are instant, and your mind remains still and calm. In that stillness lies freedom. Martial art at its highest is the art of peace. It's not about fighting. It's about creating harmony where conflict once existed. So, most people look at the UFC fighting, they really glorify it, right? But do you think that's right? So fighting may show your skill, but peace shows your mastery. Train your body, but more importantly, train your mind and your heart. Fighting is the lowest level of martial arts. Self-mastery is the highest. Thank you for watching. This is Austin Go, sharing 50 years of Wing Chun wisdom, passing on the art beyond fighting. I'll see you guys in the next video.